Good day, everyone. Reconnecting. Good day, everyone. Why is Andrew Yang the only candidate for the USA elections to come up that isn't afraid? And this is something that everyone has to look at and question themselves. Specifically, if you are a Bernie supporter or a Elizabeth Warren supporter or a Joe Biden supporter, and especially if you are someone that thinks you need to vote for someone only because they are electable or they seem more electable than Andrew Yang, because that's the most bullshit reason anyone can use to vote for someone just because they're electable or it looks like they're going to win. That is the shittiest reason you can give yourself and society, because that has consequences on your life and everyone else's life just because someone's electable. What you have to look at is who is actually brave enough and has the courage to stand up and give real solutions to real problems that people face in their reality. And the only candidate that has a direct solution to every single problem, and it's not a 100% solution, it is a foundational solution to solve all the problems effectively afterwards, is Andrew Yang, which is the freedom dividend. Not even Bernie Sanders is putting a policy in place to abolish poverty. Not even Elizabeth Warren, not even Joe Biden. No one has an actual solution to solve the core problems of a society, which is reflected in the poverty of that society. If you solve and end poverty in a society, you're naturally solving all the problems by solving poverty. Now, Andrew Yang is the only candidate in the United States of America, in the Democratic Party currently, that has an actual solution. And he's the only one that's not afraid to actually propose an actual solution. If you look at Bernie, even he trembles in his boots having to mention a universal basic income currently and say, yes, that's a good idea and we should implement it publicly. He's not saying that. He's running away. And he did say a UBI would be good in the past. And now he's going back on his own words, which shows you he's just part of the establishment. He's not actually standing for a solution. He is standing for the wealthy, the middle class, people with a lot of emotional anger. He's not standing for common sense, math. He's not standing for real solutions. He is still catering only to those that is suffering, that has money. What about the children starving to death? They need money now. They need food now. Changing the health system and all of those things only help still the people that has money. You have to first solve the money problem, which is inclusive, which includes everyone in a country. And that's how you can assess your candidates. Does their policies and solutions include every single human being in the country? If it doesn't, then it shows you where their focus are. And that means they're still afraid to actually do something. Now, Elizabeth Warren has to fall out. She's got nothing. She is useless. Joe Biden is useless. He just needs to go. Bernie Sanders had his time. He's done. And people have to start admitting that. Andrew Yang is the way forward, and people need to start realizing that. This video might piss off a lot of people, but that's okay because people need to hear this. Just imagine if you just listen to Bernie Sanders, the anger this man has, the frustration this man has. You think he's going to have good relationships with other countries? You think he's going to be the best person to speak when every single time he speaks he gets angry? What if he starts World War III just because people react to him always being angry? I mean, you gotta look at these small little things. I mean, Bernie, I'm from South Africa, I'm a South African, and I can listen to Bernie and all he does is make me emotionally angry. He doesn't actually give me real solutions on how to direct things. Elizabeth Warren makes me cringe. Joe Biden makes me feel like what is happening to this world? You can't vote for those people. When I listen to Andrew Yang, I want to hear more and more and more, because there's solution after solution after solution. And he knows what he is doing. And that's the big difference. Andrew Yang is the solution for the USA. And if people don't wake up to that and they go with BS decisions of who's electable, or feeling sentimental because someone has been there for so long, or feeling like they have to empower a certain person because they are a certain gender, or they have to look at someone because they used to be in the Obama administration as a vice president, that's all crap. You have to look at what is it you want, what is the real problems, and who actually has policies that solves the real problems. Not even Bernie has the real solutions. He's got solutions for certain problems, but he is not standing with everyone, even if people want to be delusional and think he does. What's the point of changing the healthcare system when food isn't provided as a basic need first? That is where it comes with the freedom dividend. What is the point of taking the Dakota pipeline out when the people, the native people that's suffering in those environments, don't have basic needs met, like food, clean water, etc.? You can't be focusing on pipelines and getting people jacked up to fight the government and end the government and oil companies when people don't even have basic needs met. You can only solve those problems and effectively get a democratic vote behind you that is not emotional but based on common sense and math once everyone's basic needs are met. So Andrew Yang, as it stands, is the only candidate that is fearless, that has courage, and that is not part of keeping the status quo. Even Bernie is still keeping the status quo. Elizabeth Warren is deep into keeping the status quo. Joe Biden is literally the status quo. If you want to change it, you gotta back up the person that actually shows change. And that is Andrew Yang. And people need to wake up to that. Thank you.